the asset. Another one is the residual value. What they say is cost of the asset minus residual value that has to be depreciated over the useful life of the asset. That is the explanation of schedule 2. Now they have given the list of useful life of tangible asset but not for intangible asset, like what morning was deliberated by Chinnasamy. Second, the what you called as the residual value. Residual value meaning is given in schedule 2, but how to arrive at the residual value, what are all the factors to be considered, schedule 2 is silent. We need to, like how the schedule is silent about the intangible asset, schedule is also silent about the residual value.
So this is Jairam, Chartered Accountant from E-Road.
Yes, sir.
This is regarding in case of certain smaller companies, when we go for the scrutiny assessment in income tax, there are invariably certain additions which are agreed additions. The creditors are being added. Finally, we pay some tax. Is it possible that we take the section 131, this OSB, whatever it is, in a beneficial way and set off those creditors and take it to the reserves and surplus? At least I enjoy better ratios in my balance sheet by way of restatement.
Yeah, but it is a dual work. As I said, it's a professional opportunity, but provided the client enjoys that work and he also pays for that.
See, the one important thing which we have to register is this restatement is not something like, no, there is one single reclassification, one single mistake, I am restating. Restatement is a pretty big thing. So, the moment I think you take the route of, forget about this mandatory restatement, that is something which we will deal with it separately. But when you talk about a voluntary restatement, it involves quite a lot of procedural aspects. And you will do it only when you believe it is material enough to restate the financial statement. You won't do it for one or two things. And also remember, you can't do it unilaterally. Even in a voluntary restatement, you have to get the approval from the Common Law Tribunal. So if they are not satisfied with the reasoning that you are giving, then they won't allow you to restate.
And to add, in future bankers will maybe add some more clauses. How many times in the past your financial statements are revised? The rating will automatically come down or the rate of interest will go up.
Absolutely, this is a very valid point. Restatement is something which, whether you like it or not, while the act accepts that you made a mistake, so correct it. But there is a point that the moment you restate it, somewhere something is failed. That's the message that everybody needs to register. So you won't be able to use this route for the purpose of doing various other things, because the perception wise, this is not considered as good, you know.
We'll take last question, one last question. Yes, madam, one last question.
Under section 131, it says in a financial year, one revision can be done. To my understanding, it doesn't say the same account cannot be revised again. Last 3 years, accounts can be revised, and per financial year, only one revision is possible.
Correct.
So, ideally, then the same account can be re-revised.
Same account can be re-revised, meaning within the same year you are talking about?
No, in the next year. So, a revision on a revision is still possible.
Yeah.
So one more opportunity. No, that I am not convinced with this. What I understand, of course, every time when I read a Companies Act, maybe I have made so far some 12 to 15 presentations on Companies Act. Every time I read the act and go, but I am getting maybe wiser and wiser by our different understanding we are getting. Maybe I have to read 131 again with respect to this idea. Let me see whether I am getting a cue, whether revision is possible and revised.
No, the query is correctly put. In fact, the act is, it's very clear that it says the revision can be made once in a year. So it never says which financial year, and it says that you can't revise 2 times in a year. Other things are silent.
Good. So friends, we have come for the last episode of today's. Let me take the pleasure of inviting Mr. Ravi. Mr. S. Ravi from Chennai, Mylapore, of S. Ravi and Associates. So thank you for being here. Kindly, on behalf of each and every one of us present here, it's a pleasure to honor our speaker, CA Sriraman Parthasarathi. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Mr. Ravi. Let me invite a member from Tiruchirappalli, Mr. Parthiban. CAM Parthiban, partner of Sami and Raju, and a managing committee member of Tiruchirappalli branch of SIRCF ICI, to honor our session chairman. Sir, thank you for being with us, and thank you for chairing the session, sir. Thank you, Parthiban, sir. Thank you. Friends, a request, tomorrow dot sharp 9:30 will be starting, and kindly fill the feedback form. Your response will definitely encourage us and to do much more such programs with the help of doyens of the profession. Thank you. I am sure tonight all of you will get an excellent sleep, and welcome back again tomorrow morning fresh with fresh thoughts and with fresh questions from the Napa. Thank you, sir. Thank you, friends. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizers, on behalf of each and every one of you sitting here, I welcome every one of you for the second day on workshop on Companies Act, Mastermind. Yesterday was a very interesting experience. Very rare to bring the like minds, especially 237 minds, the total number of registration. We are glad to meet each and every one of you here. Total participants 237, representing from 21 cities across length and breadth of South India. Something we never imagined or expected, but in reality we are seeing today. Thank you one and all for that support and for your presence and for your involvement. Friends, வணங்க தகுந்தவர்கள் தாயும் தந்தையும், வந்தால் போகாதது புகழும் பழியும், போனால் வராதது மானமும் உயிரும், தானாக வருவது இளமையும் முதுமையும், நம்முடன் வருவது பாவமும் புண்ணியமும், அடக்க முடியாதது ஆசையும் துக்கமும், தவிர்க்க முடியாதது பசியும் தாகமும், நம்மால் பிரிக்க முடியாதது பந்தமும் பாசமும், எல்லோருக்கும் சமமானது பிறப்பும் இறப்பும், வருவதும் போவதும் இன்பமும் துன்பமும், நம்மை வாழ வைப்பது டெபிட்டும் கிரெடிட்டும். Friends, with this brief, let me take the pleasure and privilege of inviting the chairman of the 5th technical session and the speaker of the 5th technical session. Friends, please join your hands for CA P.S. Kumar, chairman of the 5th technical session, partner of Brahmaya & Co., and also advocate P.H. Aravind Pandian sir, the firebrand speaker on his nice topic. Yes, welcome sir. Friends, please join your hands for both the doyens of the profession. It's very rare to see both of them together on a particular technical session. Let me take the privilege of inviting Mr. Mohan sir. Mr. Mohan of Brahmaya & Co. He is from Kakinada. Sir, it's a pleasure and privilege welcoming the senior partner of Chennai Brahmaya & Co., CA P.S. Kumar sir. Sir, it's our pleasure. Thank you. And let me invite the author of Handbook of Companies Act 2013, CSS Dhanappa, to welcome Advocate Sir P.H. Aravind Pandian. பேசக்கூடாது, குறிக்கோள் இல்லாமல் வாழக்கூடாது. Today's topic, one of the newly introduced topic to Companies Act, clash action suit, special court and schemes of arrangement. Friends, let me take first the privilege of introducing the Thala of Brahmaya & Co., the son of past president of Institute of Chartered Accountants, Parvataneni Brahmaya Garu. P.S. Kumar sir, fondly among his circles called as Kumar sir, an alumni of University of Madras. Very rare to see Chartered Accountants of ICAEW, Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales. Sir is a double qualified Chartered Accountant, an Indian and an England CA. Till date, he is continuing as a member of ICAEW, England and Wales membership. Joined Brahmaya & Co. 39 years back. My age is his post-qualification experience. And continues to occupy the position as on date. Currently, he is partner in charge for the Chennai. Corporate audits, internal audits are his niche areas, especially M&A, international taxation and transfer pricing. He is active in staff training initiatives in the firm. He believes in capacity building. Friends, 1985 of SIRC is a golden period because that's the year P.S. Kumar sir chaired as the chairman of the Southern India Regional Council. I'm very proud and glad to say that that is the time when my father K. Gopal Rao also was along with P.S. Kumar sir in the Regional Council. Sir, we are happy to have you here, sir. And he has also been the president of Andhra Chamber of Commerce and many other committees. He has been a member, especially International Chamber of Commerce, New Delhi, and also been a member of the subcommittee of Corporate Law and Legal Affairs of FICCI, New Delhi. With this brief, I have the pleasure and pride introducing before you CA P.S. Kumar sir. Please join your hands, friends. The speaker doesn't need an introduction. His students, especially in company secretary as well as law students, will vouch, and his name is enough to attract the crowd. Friends, name the topic on mergers and acquisition, that is his niche area. 19 years of legal practice, especially in corporate law and tax laws. He was formerly partner of Subraya Iyer Padmanabhan and Ramamani, one of the reputed tax law firms of Chennai. Co-author of one of the famous book, Guide to Takeover and Mergers, which is a Wadhwa and Company Nagpur publication, which is currently in the 3rd edition. He was also the member of the editorial team of the most famous, the Guide to the Companies Act of Nexus Butterworth Wadhwa, already released in 2010. He has held various positions in Revenue Bar Association. Has also been empaneled in the past to represent the Railways in High Court of Madras, trained as mediator by the Mediation Center, appointed by the High Court as Honorary Counsel for Fidelity Finance Limited, member of the Academic Senate, regular speaker at various corporate law conferences, faculty member for ICSI and especially on company law, and has presented papers on company law, takeover, mergers and acquisition. He is a senior advocate and presently holding charge of Additional Advocate General of Tamil Nadu. Friends, with this brief, I have pleasure in presenting before you Sri P.H. Aravind Pandian. Friends, please join your hands. It's time to hear the opening remarks of the chairman of the technical session and then from the speaker. Thank you.
Everyone, Well, first of all, let me thank Mr. Raju for a very generous introduction. He also mentioned the fact that I'm a member of the ICAE